athleticism enables him to discipline as well to keep the pedal on the metal.
And Phoenix making a change here. Warren's checked in.
You can always trust him when he's at the line.
Williams kicks to James. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. James has got 10 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
There's the pick. Knight wide open. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. And the Suns lead by 1.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Verjao with a screen on Knight. And Williams, here we go. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
Well, and of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Most productive season since his early 20s.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo Soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Here's Bledsoe. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Bledsoe's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
6 on the shot clock, and it's blocked by Mack.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
And it's rebounded by Anderson Verjao.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how...
Whoa! Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Now here's Freak, guarded by Shumpert. And that one's good.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Blatt. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocks in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thank you. Taking on a defense like the one they're facing today because certainly got their attention.
You know, you have to watch film on them for a few minutes to see how sturdy they are defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no surprise they spent the bulk of their preparations getting their offensive game plan in place and ready to roll.
And, guys, last season was a painful one for Anderson Verjao. He had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before, signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs, Things were starting to look up. Then only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles and was ruled out for the season. You talk about a tough break.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
8 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
The Phoenix Suns weren't terrible at home by any means last year. They ended up over 500, but, Greg, they weren't quite dominant enough at home to get in the play.
That's a great point. I mean, they finished the year +3 in terms of wins at home. Not bad, but not good enough when you're talking about that Western Conference.
Stolen. Warren with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's Freak, top of the key. The shot will not go, and Cleveland will come the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Clark, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
He gives up a little size but makes up for it with his quickness. It's tough to keep him away from the...
He got it! Wow! He caught it!
My goodness. Unbelievable. When a shot like that falls, even the hostile crowd has to crack a smile.
A good, close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammate.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and you know the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team. But we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who...
Suns trail by 19. Bledsoe outside.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Passes it to Mack. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Bledsoe left side. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. Oh, that's blocked. They retain possession. Good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle?